Hello, my name is Vidargavia, and welcome to episode 5 of Foolcraft from the Craftinomical server, Foolcraft 3, guys. Today we're going technical. We're going to start with Industrial Foregoing, and we're going to make sheep farms, and we're going to make all sorts of things. So we're out here in Jacaranda, I think this village is called, where our little manual quarry is, and I thought this place is going to be a good place for us to just go technical, guys. Okay, because this season I want to be more technical. I want to learn how to actually play modded Minecraft. So we have this here thing. I've set up a power cell from our base, so we should have power out here as well. But I thought I wanted to start with a sheep farm, okay? And I have all these flowers, it's all the flowers, and I have 16 sheep here, and I have this absorption hopper and this storage crate. So there we go. We're gonna make a little sheep farm right here. Yeah, I hope you're alright, guys, and I hope you don't mind me going a little bit more technical this episode. It's not something I don't normally do, but I wanted to break off from the norm. I wanted to do something that I don't normally do, and this is my solution. Okay, so we have a field here, basically. Now, we need a mortar and pestle here, I think. Mortar. Sorry about that, guys. My phone is apparently not on silent. So we need a bowl and some bits like that. I think I have some wood with me. In fact, I know I have some wood with me, because we're going to make plastic in a minute. So let's grab some of that. Now I need to have some sort of soup for it as well, I think. So yeah, we need to just basically make leaves out of all of these petals. Alright, we got petals. So then we only need one of these of each. So we can take one of each here. And some of them we don't need any, so like white. I have white sheep already, I know that. Okay, and now we have, I think, all the colors here. I hope we have all the colors. Some of them more than others. Okay, yeah, so what we're going to do now is we're going to place the sheep down one by one and just dye them with these colors, okay? So we need all of these things, or as many as we can get, and then we need to just basically place them down. Oh, hey, there's another white flower. That's nice. I need another one, to be fair. Here comes the idiots. Alright, so we place this guy down, make him purple, and then we need to retrieve him again, right? Because otherwise I'll get confused in the end. So I'm gonna stand around and do this for a little bit. Hey, how do you get in here? Okay, well, let's just deal with you guys then. Alright, so I think if we just place a crate under here, then hopefully this thing will actually output south, down. Let's see. Absorption hopper, none. Item, fluid, item, right? So if I put a thing in here, it'll put it in the barrel, right? Yes. Okay, so now the question is, though, do I want it in the middle of the farm? I really don't. What I want is to have it on the outside, so let's try that instead. Hopefully it'll just still work, right? So if I put this here and the hopper here. Oh wow, that's a bit weird, but okay. So that's cool. So now what we need to do is we need to grab all our sheep. I hope they have the right color now, guys. I think there might be an error in here somewhere. Yeah, see, there's two whites, so I need to figure that out. Okay, so looking at this, there's no brown, but what's the other thing that's missing? brown. Okay, so we have brown here, and there are both of the grays. Maybe there isn't a pink one. That could be what there isn't. Let's have a look here. Brown first of all, right? That's good. Yeah, pink. Okay, so that means we have all the colors. Now, what will happen here is, because in Foolcraft these things drop dye, like you see there. Hopefully this absorption hopper will actually pick them up. So let's see, if I put this down, it'll pick it up, right? Yeah. Oh no, it doesn't pick them up. It's just a bit slow. Maybe. I'll have to keep an eye on that. But anyway, guys, we need to get going with some other bits, right? We want to have a quick and easy setup of tree fluid things. Let's put all these away. I know it's a bit wasteful to make 16 of them, but I wanted to know that I had exactly 16 sheep. So if we put that down here, no, oh man, yeah, Industrial Foregoing. Industrial Foregoing. You have to place the machines backwards, don't you? So if I put this thing here, it'll start breaking it, right? That's fine. Now I have a block placer here somewhere as well. From open blocks. You know, you can do them with the grid power thing, but I wanted to do them with open blocks because then you don't need grid power. And this is a really nifty one, really. You just put a redstone signal to it. Then you can put all the wood in the world in it. And if we break this one, it'll replace it, right? So that's good. So this is now getting the latex, which is nice. So that's up and running. Now the next thing is to make a tiny rubber balls from this. So we need a latex processing unit and we need a furnace. And I don't know if we need power, but we do need fluid ducts and probably a servo. And if we do need power, we'll do it with that. Okay, so we want to, and this thing needs water as well, right? So we place that down near the water. And then we just, for now, to get started, before we have some plastic, we just need a bucket of water to put in it, or a couple. So, 4 buckets should do it. And then we have... Oh. So then we have... Man, I can't place things today. Can't place things today. This come in here anyway. Like that. Servo. Always active. You should see some fluids coming in here. Let's see here though. Okay, there we go. So we have our first tiny dry rubber, okay? This thing was just backwards again somehow. That's all it was. So, right, now we need to just basically cook this. Right? But I want to wait until I have a couple more. And then we'll just cook the first ones with normal means, with coal. And then when we have a couple, we're going to build a water condensator. So we need 2 sheets of plastic for that. So that's 2 balls. And this one doesn't... Okay, this one doesn't require anything. Okay, yeah. So when we have 2 balls, which we have now, we're going to cook them up, and everybody will be happy. Okay, so we have our 2 sheets of plastic now. We should be able to build this water condensator, first of all. There we go. Now you place this one above water. So let's see here, let's take this piece of dirt, maybe. Hopefully this will just recreate the water source. Oh yeah, because we're being weird here. Let's see, maybe place it like that. Yeah, there we go. So that's cool. Now we just need to pipe stuff into this thing like that, and with a servo. There we go. We have automatic water instead, and this can now go on and produce a ton of tiny rubber balls. Now we should take them out and autocraft them into the bigger balls, and then put them in the furnace. That's the next step. So for that reason we create a mechanical crafter that's a very good, it's better I think than most other automatic crafters early game. And then we just place the recipe in here like this, and that's it. So now we just need some pipes, item ducts like this, and then we need to say output fronts, yeah. There we go. And a servo. This thing should start getting things. I hope. Oh, it doesn't have any balls. Okay. Man, there's always these dudes coming in here. So there we go. We have 7 rubber balls. When we get some more, it'll start crafting these. Okay, cool. So now we just need to come with the item ducts again. And for now, we just do a normal furnace. We can obviously exchange that for another one. So there we go. We have automated the rubber production. That's cool. Next step, of course, we could take these out and do something else with them, like automatically. But our next step here, I think, I want to make a animal farm. Because we have 3 coming in, we don't really need a wood farm. We could really do with some crops, but I'm going to start with an animal farm, to be honest. And so for that, we're going to need a mob crusher, we need an animal baby separator, or we can actually go for, instead, if we want to, we can go for dark utilities. We can move them around with these vector plates or something like that. That could be cool. But yeah, let me set some stuff up and we'll build that. Okay, I changed my mind. We need to actually start with a farm, right? One block lower down, because we need to feed the animals in question, of course. So we place a plant sower there, and then we need to... Where's this little thing? Yeah, show working area. We just need wheat for now, so we're gonna do a tiny little one, right? So we place this here, and then we need the gatherer. Oh man, I hate that you place them backwards. That is just annoying to me. I appreciate that there is a case to be made for that it's convenient as well, but it's not to me. So that's that, and if we show this working area, that's the same. That's nice. Okay, gathering anything. Gathering trees, plants, anything. Plants. That's a new option, I think, in 1.12. I don't think we had that last season. So then the idea is to have wheat seeds here, and then for this to gather them up, and then to put them somewhere, we need some sort of container. For now, we'll just go with a crate. There we go. And put that sort of here. Now this is going to become a lot bigger quite soon, guys, so don't you worry, but for now this is going to be good enough, I think, to get started with feeding these baby animals. I think we're going to go for cows, maybe, like that. We'll do quite a lot of fun things with cows. With beef is what I'm saying, so there we go. And then lock that. And yeah, it needs power, so we'll sort that out in a minute. But that's that. Now we need to dig down here a little bit, I think. We need to get underneath this thing. Let's see. So here. Yes. There we go. So we need item ducts. Go from here. To repopulate, well actually it doesn't need to be underneath it, can be there. To repopulate this with seeds basically, okay? So once it harvests things, oh actually, we're gonna have it pushing all the way in here, or automatically in here, so that it needs to come in here actually. There we go. Like that. So from the crate, but actually can the crate be in here? So if we have the output be the back, right? We might need to have a cable here, but we'll find out. Okay, so this thing is working fine, but it's very slow. That's alright though. We'll soon upgrade it with the speed add-on, I think, and maybe add a fertilizer. Actually, with the range add-on and add a fertilizer block as well here. But I wanted to try something first. There's this animal rancher thing here. And yeah, I know what's gonna happen now. They're gonna all try and escape. So let's prepare for that a little bit. So the animal rancher is gonna try and basically shear these fellows. Okay? Cheers, I say. So let's put that there, and then we need to remove this thing here and show working area. And that's a very small area. Oh man, they can escape now. Yeah, see, he wants to escape. Man, stop it. Okay, that's good. you're the king of the castle, mate. For a second, you are. Let's put you back where you belong, like that. Okay, cool. So the range add-on here that I'm gonna throw in now, it's gonna cover the entire thing, right? So that's cool. So we can have wool coming in from this thing as well, which I really enjoy. But I'm having a power problem here because I'm forever having to move my power set around. So that's something we need to fix. But yeah, man, I like that. That is something that I really like. That's cool. Okay, so let's remove that for now. And let's see here. So this thing is working very nicely, by the way. Let's show you here. This thing is having tons of stuff in it, which is really good. In fact, I might leave it like that. That's fine. And so that thing needs power. Those two things need power. The really stupid thing is that this one constantly ticks power. Look at that, 812 RF. That is not a good thing, really, to be honest. This thing over here is super slow, but that's fine. We've chunk loaded the area. It doesn't use a ton of power, but this whole setup can be really much smaller than I did it. So what I might do is I might make like the biggest range add-on I can get and put it in here, maybe a diamond one, and then make a big old farm, because then we can have several different crops coming in here. We can have wheat and all sorts of things. We can have 9 things, right? And that is really handy. And so the wheat we're going to use only to get the cow farm up and running, but the other things we can use to autocraft other foods, which I'm not at all opposed to be honest. So let's see. The reason this isn't doing anything now is because it's full. So we need to fix that as well. Yeah, so I have some stuff that I need to do here before we can get to the animal farm. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I might have gone a bit overboard here with the size of the farm. I think it's 21 by 21, and there's of course 9 slots here. But I've had a bit of fun here experimenting with this stuff. You can grow nether wart, but you have to of course replace the dirt with soul sand. You can't, if I understand it correctly, you can't grow things like sugarcane in the farm. It just doesn't seem to plant. It will harvest it fine, but it won't plant it, basically. So here we have just a selection of stuff. We have corn, sweet potato, spinach, 2 fields of wheat here, mustard seeds, potatoes, onions, and nether wart. So it's a mix of Pams and vanilla, and with some weird stuff in there as well. So that seems to be working fine. And yeah, I've set up drawers here. I'll explain all this in a second over here. But this is the drawers for most of the stuff. So we have a filter. Actually, I have 2 filters on this thing because I didn't want to spend the resources making better servos. So we have this filter here, which has whitelisted sweet potato and seeds. And then underneath here is another filter which whitelists all the other things, and they go into these drawers, right? And yeah, I didn't have a drawer, so I put a 4-1 in here, but that's fine. And I also have a drawer controller on this, and from that it goes into the sower. So these are kept full by that. But what that does is this acts as a buffer, basically. So I'm happy with that. Now the power cable also goes this way, and it also goes underneath here. So this is the same thing that I did in the beginning of the episode. It's just a bit more compacted and nicer. And I have to still manually go and empty this every now and again, but that's fine for now. I have a fair few stacks of plastic by now. So this is the animal farm, guys. I said I was going to build it on camera, but I think we're running out of time. Plus I might have gotten a little bit carried away. So I put these cows here, these adult cows. They get fed by this animal feeder, which gets its stuff from this here drawer, right? Where the wheat comes in, and it's always empty at the moment because we have we have 2 little wheat. Okay. Then there is this animal baby separator here in the middle. It gets power from underneath, and it basically takes these fellas when they're born and sucks them through here, and here they live. Now in theory, if we had enough wheat, the rest would go into the animal grower over here, which would then make them grow real quick. And all of these machines, by the way, have a tier 3 range add-on on them, so that they are just adapted to this area. probably could have made this farm smaller, to be honest, but you know, you never know. And then on this side here, there is a mob crusher with 2 filters in them, an adult filter, which makes it so that it doesn't kill babies, it only kills adults. So they wait here basically to grow up and then they get killed. And then another range add-on on here. Now we get a couple of things from this baby here. We get essence, and we of course get mob drops, as if we killed them ourselves. So this chest here just contains all the mob drops. I have no idea, a creeper must have spawned in there and some spiders. And a zombie or two, maybe I should put some lights in there. But anyway, we get mainly beef, leather, but we also get some soul gems and solidified experience. Where on earth did the withering dust come from? Oh well, anyway. And I have a drum here, just collecting the stuff here. We have 6,000 millibuckets, so 6 buckets of essence that we have now. Now there are more things we can do here. We can place down, for instance, here and here, some sewage filters, which will produce sewage, and then we can make that into fertilizer and actually feed that back into the farm by putting, for instance, over here or wherever, really, a fertilizing unit, which will make this super speedy. But, you know, we don't really need to. This is good enough for now. Now, I haven't actually chosen these things completely randomly, so we'll get back to what we're going to use all this stuff for later, guys. But for now, let's have a look at the dye farm here first of all, as well. It has a piece of dirt in it, but yeah, a fair few dyes, and I've taken some out as well to use for various bits and bobs in between. So that's working excellently. We can start using the flat color blocks now, because we have enough dye for that sort of stuff. Now this thing actually puts its wool into here, and as you can see, we have ridiculous amounts of wool for this simplest setup, really. So there we go, guys. Man, this is a nice area now. Well, it looks rubbish, but it was nice today, I think, to just go ham with the technical stuff and not worry at all about how it looks. And I mean, I don't even know that it's going to stay here in this particular place. I might redo it in a base somewhere later on, but for now, this is our home for the industrial sector. And I think we're going to have to demolish this little village and maybe add some more farms later. But yeah, in this area, for now anyway, I'm not going to worry at all about what things look like. It's just going to be for me learning the technical stuff. I think I did fairly well today, although it took a long while. Anyway, guys, this is going to have to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, leave a like. And remember, subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell as well, because otherwise you will not find out when I release more Foocraft videos. You saw a cow die there in the background, by the way. So yeah, that's about it for today. Have a good one, and I'll see you later. Oh, and I'll see you on the stream tomorrow. Bye!